Last episode, I made my way from Sana to Bedugal and then along the north coast of Bali to catch the ferry to Java. And now it's time to begin exploring and find out what the most populated island on Earth has in store for me. Alright, good morning. First day exploring Java. And it started kind of how you'd expect. Crazy traffic trying to get out of town, and then a crazy climb. Crazy busy climb with lots of cars. It was just a full-on queue of cars all the way up the mountain. It was hectic, man. Just getting overtaken the whole time. But I just got to the top, and now we get to do the descent. Found a little rest area at the top. Asked for some like noodles and coffee and stuff. Got instant noodles, instant coffee for about $1, so can't complain. Yeah, let's do this descent. See you at the bottom. So I just stopped at the little mini mart to fill up on water and electrolytes, get some road snacks. I've been going to those places a lot. They're like quite easy to understand. They're just like a convenience store you'd get in Australia or UK or anywhere else. Because I'm still a bit of a novice here and those places are a little bit more accessible. But I thought it was at the bottom of the hill, but it isn't. The hill's still going. We've been going downhill for over an hour now. It's amazing. So I finally got away from the traffic for maybe the first time since coming to Java, other than for brief moments. And I'm riding alongside this irrigation canal. And apart from all the trash sat in it, it's really picturesque. This is the kind of cycling I wanted to do here. And for the last few days, I haven't had it. Hello. So obviously I'm seeing all the people working the fields and stuff out there, doing all their chores, and that's really interesting. What's also quite interesting is the amount of people just hanging out the front of their houses, chilling out, sat in the shade. It's really nice. Oh man, that's sketchy. I don't like this at all. Maybe we'll just talk about the planets, eh? So right now, the first kind of point of interest, I guess, that I'm trying to get to is the town of Malang. Now, when I get to Malang, from there I can access Mount Bromo. I was going to ride up Mount Bromo from the other side, but this time of year, this humidity is just murdering me. So I'm going to get to Malang and figure out another plan. Now, also in Malang are a couple of cyclists I've been speaking to online, Maddie and Adam. And they're riding pretty much the same route as me, so I'm going to try and catch them. Unfortunately, it's looking like I'll land in Malang the day they're leaving Malang, but we'll see, maybe we can make something work. So that's the plan, let's get to Malang. Hello? Hello? Some ayam, nasi?
Ayam, nasi.
Yeah. Not spicy. No spicy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, please. And some water? Mineral water?
Iced tea?
Oh, iced tea, yes, yeah. Oh man, I just had the loveliest lunch. I needed that. I was having a bit of a rough day. It was taking me ages to find somewhere to eat, and the road's been kind of rough and it's been hot, and yeah, they fed me, and then And then she started bringing stuff out. She brought me out some bananas for free, and they brought out some sort of sweet baked thing. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. There was one thing that was sort of like little discs of icing or something like that. And then the other thing was almost like a, I don't know, this like scone cake, really sweet thing. It was so nice of them. What lovely people. And I really needed that, man. It's like I said, it's been a rough day, and the only interactions I've really had has been people screaming out their windows "boule boule" at me. Yeah, I don't know. Road magic, I guess. Yeah, road magic. Alright, made it to the homestay. Filthy, covered in dead bugs and sunscreen. It's not a pretty sight, but we're here. In fact, why don't I show you around? Like, I've kind of lucked out tonight because this is normally like a shared space, but there's no one else staying here, so I've got the place to myself all night. So, yeah, let's have a look around. Alright, we have some living space. Ashtray. Everyone in Indonesia smokes. If you're going somewhere, it might be worth specifying non-smoking. If you need. Bike in. I've opted to take this front bedroom because it has a window. And we've got a little kitchen. And this is where I'm having to charge all my stuff because I'm having some issues finding plug sockets. So this is going to be the charging station, seeing as no one's using it. Tomorrow is the day we go to Malang. It's going to be a huge day. It's going to be over 100k. I think I'm going to be suffering, so I better get an early night. Alright, so it seems that the main road to Malang has had a landslide, so it's completely closed and we've gone off on a detour. But so far, the detour seems a lot quieter than the road we would have been on. So maybe it'll be okay. Maybe all the traffic will just detour this way and it'll end up just as busy. I don't know. But for now, it's quite nice. I don't know what that guy was doing. He was like clapping and whoosh, whoosh, lit something up in a tree. I wonder what it was. I had entered the town of Curah Cobacan, or at least what was left of it. On December 4th, 2021, Mount Semeru, Java's highest mountain and one of its most active volcanoes, erupted, and the small town was completely engulfed in hot ash. When the pyroclastic flow from the eruption mixed with large amounts of rainwater, Curah Cobacan was directly in the path of the slurry, which hit like a river of concrete. The inhabitants of the nearby villages attempted to flee, but many became trapped. At least 57 people were killed in the eruption, with another 104 being injured and thousands being displaced. 23 are still unaccounted for. After passing through the village, my detour took me through a huge sand quarry. Hello. The scale of the destruction really hits home when you realize that the sand that they're quarrying is the debris from the eruption. Wait.
Friend, hello.
Hello.
How are you, friend?
I'm good, my friend.
From
England.
England. Okay.
Well, that was pretty intense. Water crossings, sand, and now a steep climb. A steep rocky climb. I don't know what they're doing back there. I feel like maybe that was lava flow that they're quarrying or something. Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yes.
Always with the friendly locals. Well, that didn't go to plan. I got sick. Really sick. I only made it like 30 kilometers, 35 kilometers, something like that. Oh, I ended up pulling up outside a mini mart, sitting on the side of the road for ages, just trying to compose myself. Saw a box of cats, that was kind of weird. I nearly put my bike on top of them. Anyway, I ended up booking a homestay, like really cheap. It was, I guess, the equivalent to like $5 or something. I didn't even know if I was going to stay here the night. I just needed somewhere to go and lie down and rest. But I did. I slept all day, all night. I had no energy. And the cramps, oh God, I was in agony. Anyway, it's the next day and I think I'm doing all right now. The pain's gone. I feel okay. I'm gonna need to find some food because I'm just gonna have no energy if I don't. I didn't eat anything yesterday. And hopefully today we get to Malang. All right, well that was a pretty miserable 24 hours. I'm glad I found that homestay. Those people were really nice. I woke up so early this morning after sleeping all day. I was up at like 3 a.m, so the call to prayer didn't even wake me up today. I was already ready to go. And speaking of the call to prayer, obviously I'm going through a Muslim area right now. I don't know if all of Java is this heavily Muslim or if it's just the area I'm in now. It's all really interesting. There's some beautiful architecture. The mosques and stuff are super impressive. But I saw a sign in my room, and obviously I can't read Indonesian, so I used Google Translate. And it said that that hotel or guest house, homestay, operates under Sharia law, which means that you have to be married if you're sharing a room with someone of the opposite sex, which I thought was pretty interesting. I'd heard that Aceh, up in North Sumatra, that entire what is it, county, province, the entire province operates under Sharia law. But it seems like maybe people kind of take it into their own hands here. Interesting. More cultural learnings. So once again, I'm sat outside the mini mart, just having one of these. These are amazing. The coffee in this country hasn't been great so far, but these, yeah, would recommend. So it's like 10 minutes to 8, nothing's open yet, so I'm just chilling and waiting for this warung down the road.
This is the girl. We treated the bird with payment house.
Okay, yeah, great. Yeah.
And then you want this is chicken heart. Chicken heart with TV.
Yeah. Oh, is this tempeh? With some tempeh? Yeah. That's it. Just yeah, some of this, maybe some chicken, some tempeh. That's good. So it seems I've managed to time my departure with the school run. All the kids are going to school in their uniforms and all on motorbikes, like tiny kids all riding motorbikes. It's pretty cool actually. And all the girls are all like riding side saddle on the back. It seems that I'd made a full recovery from whatever brief illness had wiped me out. And after a pleasant morning riding through sleepy hillside villages, I entered the hustle and bustle of Malang. I somehow managed to route myself onto a narrow path alongside a canal. It wasn't a great cycling experience, but it was pretty cool feeling like I'd really gotten into the guts of the city. And eventually, I made it to the home of my warm showers host, Addy. Malang was the first city I'd been in since Denpasar, and I had a few errands to run. And of course, Mount Bromo was waiting. Alright guys, once again, thank you so much for watching that video. Really hope you made it to the end. And apologies if this is a little bit noisy. This may be the noisiest hotel room I've ever stayed in. And I've got the aircon going because it's bloody hot. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed my first few days in Java. It wasn't what I expected at all. And I certainly didn't expect to be going through a town that was destroyed by a volcano. Really sad, really difficult, quite interesting too. Crazy. So I actually did something slightly different for this release, in that I invited Patreon viewers to come and see this video before I released it and offer me a little bit of feedback before I released it on YouTube. It's something I'm going to try and do a bit more often because I think it worked out quite nicely. I think it's a pretty cool idea and it adds to the whole Patreon experience. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to see the videos a week early, all that good stuff, Patreon link is down below. So yeah, thanks again so much for watching guys. Next episode, we hit Mount Bromo. Amazing. So see you next time.